sick. Okay.
I can actually hear that.
Woo!
Well, come on down. It's ticking time. Society 11's on the line. Get your questions and topics on the board, or we'll just end up talking about
WP Horde.
No one wants that, do they?
They got the tactics, the laser beam, blocking the net, just like a storm, bringing the inside that'll morph and transform. Plug in, tune in, what am I confusing? Try to be, try to base, in Society 11th Street. Chats on fire, the room's alive, keyboards clicking at the speed of light. Kurt and Andy got it right, dealing with them on Friday night. So wrap it up, grab your gear. It's our collective prime. Cravings for the codes add-on, like the grind. Power up the screens. Society's got you fixed. Kurt and Andy are in the mix. Oh, it's Society 11's hour. Hear the electric call. Kurt and Andy leave the vault, decipher it all. Let's go.
Boom. Johnny Smiley and Jerome Smiley, you brother? Are you related?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day.
Katanga.
Wherever in the world you are, happy Friday. Good to be here. Hello, Society 11, and hello, the Moneymakers. Lots and lots to tell you about and talk about today because, we weren't here Wednesday. That was my cock-up. That was just me misunderstanding what the process is now in going live. Now it's all changed. Anyway, normal service has been resumed. It was my fault. And there you go. So, but we're here today. So don't worry, Jerome, you get your fix today. We'll make up for it. We'll be double good today. Not that you've got anything to measure that on, but we'll be double good. So let's say hello to some people real quick, and then we'll get on to the news and stuff that's going on. Jerome, Dana, Ellie, good to see you. John Smiley, good to see you.
Just a second.
Too.
Happy birthday, Jerome, for yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday, J-Dog. Doesn't look a day over 80, does he? Brilliant.
No.
Mr. Stephen, good to see you. Rob Borsuck of Classic Microcomputers. Mike H. God, he's just woke up there, and it's hot. It's hot here as well. Not as hot as it is there, but we're having a bit of a mini heat wave in the UK, and that's how our summers work. We get 2 or 3 days here, 2 or 3 days there. So one of the beautiful things about, and one of the reasons I do what I do, is so that when the good weather comes, I can go day off today, and then when it starts turning again, I can come back and get stuff done. I've been working in the evenings and just keeping on top of the support stuff that he's doing and that kind of thing.
Right.
But I haven't been doing much else this week because the weather has been glorious. And I live in a very nice part of the world, and I would be an idiot not to take advantage of it while I can. So that's what I've been doing. Anyway, whether you're melting, whether you're not, a few bits of news for you. First of all, one big bit of news, which we'll mention here, there will be a post going out about this over in the other group. For any of you that are members of Max AI News, we have cancelled all future payments of Max AI News because, quite frankly, a couple of things have happened. One is there were times when there was nothing much to report on. Then there'd be loads, but we often didn't have the time, and it was breaking in other places just as quick. And we only want to do something if we can be the best at what we do. And we didn't feel that we were being the best at what we did there. So here's what's happened. We have stopped all future payments are stopped, but you have not been removed from that group, and that is for a good reason. We are going to continue to drop content there, but now those of you that joined it, now you are in for life. It has become a lifetime membership for you guys. In a few months' time, we may well put it out maybe as an upsell on some stuff in Warrior Plus as like at a you know, like a 297 type price point type deal or something like that. Basically, you guys will still have got the best deal. We will be putting content in there. We are aware we haven't done that much recently. We've both had situations where we've had a lot of personal life going on, which happens from time to time. We're both at the points where we're working on projects that are coming to a head. Kurt's got obviously an awful lot of time and energy and money invested in Snapify. Yeah. And there's a project I'm involved with at the moment that's been taking up a chunk of my time as well. So Kurt and I got together, had a chat about it, and I said, look, why don't we do this? Why don't we just... And so that is what we're doing. I promise you, if you're in there, stay in there. Don't leave the group, because if you won't get back in. And we will still be dropping value. You will not be paying any more for it. You guys are locked in. So that's what we have decided to do on that. And that's why some of you will have noticed in your email that you've had a notification that says payment cancelled. That's why. We are not taking another penny from any of you guys, and you are in because we want to make sure. We never want to be in a position where we don't feel we're delivering on what we were promising, and we were slipping into that territory, and we've got to do something about this, and so we have. That's what we do. We take positive action. Sometimes projects don't go quite the way we expected them to. You never know, but that's the thing. You've got to be prepared to try this stuff. Right. You know, you've got to have the balls to go, we're going to try it and see and decide and whatever. But it didn't grow enough for it to be worthwhile. We didn't feel. I mean, you know, we cancelled quite a lot of memberships, to be fair. But anyway, you know, that's how it is. Anyway, so that's that news. We will be doing a post over there as well for anyone else that isn't in Society 11 or hasn't watched the live and wonders what is going on. There will be a post, but we haven't done it yet. We wanted to tell you guys first, actually. And also, this is the first time Kurt and I have actually had to be together on a call all week, which is really unusual for us. Right. And this was the first day we could sit down and actually do the accounting and go into Thrive and do everything. So the last of the cancellations were done today. So that's that. Society 11 group. If you scroll past Kurt's travel log post, which are lovely.
My personal favorite photo is the guy doing the gang sign signal. Just join me in the first post.
So Tom Clark asked a couple of days ago, I did reply about this, about Linkila. And I will just repeat what I said before. I don't know if it's still available on AppSumo. It's very, very good. It's become my primary link tracker. But you must can't emphasize this enough, right? There is no maybe about this. Must assign your own domain to it. You need to go and buy a domain and link it to it, because the two domains that they give you as short domains have both been compromised because people have promoted phishing sites with them. And so now they get flagged by Google, Norton, Malwarebytes, lots of other stuff. You put your own domain in it, that does not happen.
Exactly. And you can put up to 10 if you do the 3.
Up to 10 domains. Yeah, I've linked 3.
Right.
I had 3, and I use them for different things. I use one for email, one for social media, and for any link I create, I just say make a link on each of these domains, and so it creates it for me. And then I use one. I know where, depending on where I'm posting, I know which one to use, and that's actually given me far more control of my tracking because it's
nice.
It's easy.
Nice.
Don't have to put TIDs on. I just know that anything that went there was social, anything that went there was email, anything that went there was everything else, basically, is my other category.
Gotcha.
But I normally know where I've promoted them and what I've done. So, but I will say this, I would say it's better than Pretty Links, in my opinion, because it's not WordPress for a start. I would say, is it comparable to ClickMagick? No. ClickMagick does way more.
Link
More.
rotation.
But ClickMagick is a lot more expensive. This is basically a basic link tracker and link shortening service is really how to look at it. But
it's
a very
got
powerful
an API, and that's the part that I love, because that's in the back end of my checkout page redirect links.
Mm-hmm.
It works perfectly. Direct to checkout links, that's exactly what it uses in the back end. I throw the link that is gigantic that I create into it, gets you a nice little short link, go. Love it.
So, couple of things also that I want to make sure we mention. We're doing all right for time. We're rattling through this. So, if you've got any questions, get them in. We will have time.
Well, now that we've discussed what we needed to discuss, maybe it's time to say goodbye.
I think we do need to say goodbye to some people. But before they go, I do want to give a shout out and mention this, because even if you're over in the Moneymakers group, it may well be that you have an audience for this. This is Charles Harper's latest launch. Is this have I gone to the right page? I did click on the.
Is that the JV one?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like the product I was expecting it to be. So let me go back to site 11. Is it that product?
What's the date?
Claude AI 2.0. That's what I was expecting. But that JV page seems to be taking me to AI marketing playbook, unless that is what it is. Is this the Claude thing? I haven't looked into this myself yet. I spotted it in site 11. But if you have, and this is another PLR launch, so if you have a PLR audience, or people buy this stuff just to learn it themselves. So if you've got an audience that is into that, you may well want to check that out. I love Steve's accountability post. In fact, I've got his Harlequin Kitchen website. That this is a project Mr. Stephen has been working on. I loaded it up earlier and thought I better not stay on this site very long, because I could see myself ordering some of this stuff because it all looks freaking amazing. So yeah, this is a lovely little. I love the sites here. I think you've done a cracking job on this, and I hope it does really well. It does look good. I say I am tempted, but I'm on a diet, and I'm not going to succumb.
I was just looking at the Harley Quinn person down in the bottom. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the graphics. Everything about it. It's on point. I like the branding and everything else. So yes, I wanted to mention that, but I've got to stop looking at the page because it's going to make me feel like going out and getting cake. And I don't really want to do that. Mr. Stephen also did some other accountability posts. All the stuff about his launch, he's been so generous with what he shared. It's a launch that didn't go as well as he wanted, but he's gone and he's told the story. There's gold among that you can get from it. So I do want to thank Mr. Miller for.
He had some heavy hitters still promoting that. And I've even had some reach out to me because I promoted them, was on the leaderboard. So now they're looking at Snapify. So that's one of the things that you always have to think about. Even if you don't make a lot of money on the launch, you show up on the leaderboard, people notice. People are going to go, who is this person? They didn't know me from Adam. So now they reached out to me and they want to know more about Snapify. So.
Right, the moneymakers really are going now. Bye-bye, moneymakers. But just so you know, this is the one other important bit of news. We told you last week we were taking a week off from doing the Friday Night Marketing Raw. We've got to take a second one off. And the reason for that is Kurt's away, and so it's really impractical to run the show with only one of us. And also, it's gloriously hot here, and the only time I'm getting any real work done is in the evenings when it cools off. So I'm going to be focusing on some other stuff tonight. So we will have a second week off, but we will definitely be back with Friday Night Marketing Raw next week. Kurt didn't know about the trip. It was a surprise trip. His family sprung on him, and a beautiful thing and lovely. And lovely that he's in a position with his business that he's able to do it. You know, and that's a fantastic thing too. But there you go. Mr. Siemens said that's good because I can't do it in this heat. Yeah, I think for a lot of us it's the same. I know it's not just the UK. I know Canada's got a bit of a heat wave going on. Some parts of the States have. Everyone's going, it's too hot. So yeah, go and enjoy the weather. Get outside, enjoy it. You know, that's what I'm going to be doing. And then when it cools off, do a bit of work. I've been starting work about 11 at night and working until about 3 in the morning, and that's my work hours for the last week. So yes, I hope you enjoy the rest of your trips. And hi, Doug. Good to see you in the chat there. I haven't yet seen the new MTS toolbox video. When did that go? Let me have a look. When did I? Oh, there it is. There it is. So yeah, Mr. Sieben has done another post. Oh wow, and an update on the Harlequin kitchen. £800 in sales on day one. That is amazing. And then there's a post about what his toolbox project is in a video. That looks slick. I'll let you guys go and look at that for yourselves.